Hello, everyone. As the DayZ devs tweeted out earlier, just a couple of hours ago, they revealed that they are releasing the 1.17 experimental update today. And, well, here it fucking is. I have already went through these patch notes, and I am just gonna say right off the bat, I am so fucking excited for this update, and I am 100% going to be putting up videos showing off weapon animations, models, just everything. There's a lot packed into this update, and I am very excited to dive into it. Alright, well, might as well start reading through these patch notes, shall we? First of all, we are getting 3 new pistols. Or new weapons. We are getting the CR550 Savannah rifle, which, if I'm correct, is a rifle that has appeared in the files. I'm pretty sure Wobo made a video on it, which I can probably link in a card or something if future me is smart. Wink, wink. Okay, it's a 308 rifle that I'm not sure of what scope it can take. Probably the hunting scope. And it has a 4-round magazine and a 10-round magazine. So you can have 1 round in the chamber and 4 rounds spare, or 1 round in the chamber and 10 rounds spare. Then, something I'm actually very excited to see come into vanilla, the Longhorn, which is a little 308 kind of pistol that you can have on your belt, takes a pistol scope and a bottle suppressor, and that's all you get with it. A single break action, single 308 round goes in there. Then we've got the P1 pistol, a 9mm 9x19 pistol with a 8-round magazine, so you can have 1 round in the chamber plus the mag. Which, I mean, is a new civilian weapon. I'm curious to see actually all the animations of these, especially the Longhorn, but also I'm quite curious of the P1 pistol's animations. But then, something I didn't expect this update, but we're getting a craftable spear. We're getting the fucking spear back, which, if you don't know, the spear used to be in the game a while ago, over a year ago. It was only a bone spear, though. You'd make it with a couple of bones and a long stick. I'm curious to see what the stone one looks like. Well, then again, I say that, but the Longhorn and the P1 were also in the game previously. I'm not sure about this one. The CR550. I'm pretty sure that's new. But yeah. Then we have a pitchfork, a craftable bone knife, which I'm interested to see. I know some servers like Day1, for example, already have a bone knife, so I guess we'll see what that looks like. A cleaver, a meat tenderizer, and a kitchen timer. I am imagining that this will be the alarm clock, but with just like a stopwatch timer that counts down, maybe? Even still, I definitely feel like this might be used for maybe a timed explosive down the line, maybe? Alright, moving on to the weapon things, but still new items nonetheless. Craftable fireplace stand. I'm actually quite curious to see what this will be like, if it'll be something like the existing campfire tripod. Brooms can be lit and used as a torch, which also strikes me as pretty cool. Improvised clothes for Brags, an improvised rope belt, finally, an improvised belt, thank God, and the improvised gas mask filter. And we can also refill existing gas mask filters with charcoal tablets, which is actually something I have hoped for so long. At least because on the server I play on, you don't find 100% gas mask filters unless you're very lucky. So being able to refill them also gives a very good utility to charcoal tablets that I guess kind of wasn't really there before. Additional sensitivity settings for camera and aiming, which I've seen a lot of people quite happy about. I've not really tweaked around with sensitivity much. I just fuck around with my DPI. But yeah, cookware slowly is damaged by being used. Gas mask filters get damaged while in use. I guess to counteract you just having the same 2 gas mask filters and just refilling and refilling and refilling. Voice activation settings for VoIP, which I'm curious to see. The ability to go back and forth through multiple actions on the same item, and a new point of interest in Livonia. They did say they were going to be looking a lot into Livonia in this coming year, so I'm interested to see what that'll be like. Hopefully it's something down south. Alright, now let's move on to the fixes. The sound of hitting an obstacle with a vehicle when reversing wasn't played. Well, I'm guessing it will be in this patch. Dropped items were pushed upwards in certain situations. During punching, the player would turn sideways in some situations. The sound of the Sarka 120 engine came from the front, whereas the engine is in the back. Shelters weren't buildable in some places. A burned out fireplace is no longer producing light. Cancelling activation of the bear trap and landmine caused errors. The visual effect of the contaminated area partially persisted after it was despawned. I've definitely noticed that before. Focus zoom briefly reset during several actions in the first person. If you don't know what focus zoom is, I'm guessing they mean when you press in your middle mouse, your mouse wheel, and it like zooms in a bit. Hair clipped with the NVG head strap on female characters. An incorrect texture of ruined wheels caused a server error on restart. Issues with object occlusion on a military guardhouse. Players could climb through closed windows on some buildings. The player was able to pick up the fire barrel while items were attached to it. The sound of starting/stopping an engine was not present for other players, and the sounds of opening or closing vehicle doors was also not present for other players. The sound of turning on and off the alarm clock wasn't audible for other players. A staircase handrail in one of the city house blocks was missing a collision. I've actually experienced this on a few occasions. It's the Blue Door house. The attachment icon didn't correctly reflect attached optics and rails on weapons. Attaching more nails to the flagpole caused errors. Sharpened wooden sticks caused errors when damaged. That's interesting. Traps did not react to vehicles. Ooh. So I guess we'll see more traps reacting to vehicles. So I thought it was already... Unless maybe it means tripwire traps? Because I know landmines can blow up vehicles, but I guess we'll see. Fixed several environment issues on Chernarus and Livonia, and light and heavy heavy melee attack combinations would sometimes result in too much damage. I think I know what this is talking about, and I'm going to do further testing on it later. Because if they have fixed this bug properly, the one I'm thinking of, then that could be pretty fucking huge. I'm interested to see this, though. They've reworked the Nisnoi village on Chernarus. I'm pretty sure they're meaning the village south of Berezino and north of Solnishny factories, so I'm definitely going to be checking that out. The microphone now continues to listen while the player is tabbed out, but only if the option Graphics and Sound is set in the Update and Background option. VoIP push-to-talk mode now has a release delay of 0.5 seconds to prevent voice cutouts. Thank God. All heat sources are now emanating heat. I guess it's curious that this wasn't working before, but hopefully it's working now. Oh, I'm guessing that probably means the gas stove will probably give heat, among maybe some other things. Be interesting to look into. Sensitivity settings are now exponential instead of linear. I'll admit I don't know what this means, but more customization with sensitivity, I'm assuming it means, is good. Bark can now be harvested with axes. Adjusted the wolf model to allow a more precise headshot. The burning duration of torches now correctly depends on the amount of fuel. I like these changes. Food can be baked in cookware even without lard or water. But if you cook food in cookware without lard or water, it loses its quantity. The frying pan is actually useful. Oh my god. Weapon sway increases dramatically while the character is rolling. I'm guessing that is to counteract the stop, drop, and roll meta. So I guess we'll see how that works. Fireplaces start heating up the player character faster now. Oh, thank God. I've been playing a ton of Namalsk recently, and let me tell you, it is painful how long you need to wait for those fires to kick up sometimes. The position of the light source for the Sarka 120 when only a single headlight was on was set to the proper position. Players are no longer able to get into a vehicle while holding a heavy item, so I guess, I don't know what they class as a heavy item, probably like a barrel or a sea chest, but I wonder if they'll let you still go in like with a backpack on your lap. Stone knives can no longer be sharpened with a sharpening stone. I guess it makes sense. It's an improvised knife after all. It's basically a sharp stone. That's what it is. Updated the in-game credits. And then there are some issues that a couple of these definitely should be highlighted. Throwing spears, sharp, long wooden sticks, and torches can fall through the ground. Extinguished brooms and torches can't become wet, and rain doesn't extinguish them. Brooms and torches can be extinguished even if they're not lit. Tripwires are triggered in a wider range than intended. Buried items offer the action to bury them again. That sounds kind of weird. A pistol attached to the chest holster, placed within the plate carrier pouches. Oh, I misread that at first. I thought it was meaning like a pistol in a pistol holster on the chest of a plate carrier, but I guess if you're carrying a pistol in a chest holster in plate carrier pouch, that's oddly specific, but I'm glad that they know it's an issue. It drops to the ground upon reconnecting. The CR550 does not offer dry fire, which I'm guessing maybe there's no like click click when you've not got any ammo. When roasting food on the sharp wooden stick, the wrong animation is played. I'm curious to see what animation is exactly played. I might post a video up of that. And when kindling / fuel items becomes ruined in the fire, the player is unable to add the same item? I glossed over that before. So does that... Wait, so if I... It'll clear, right? I'll go a bit into more specifics on that one, I guess, when it actually releases in half an hour's time. But yeah, that has been the first DayZ, well, the first experimental 117 patch. A lot of good fucking changes, I won't lie. Definitely a lot more, like, guns and stuff than I expected. And I mean, new melee weapons, especially a fucking spear. I've wanted a spear for so long. And we get 2 variants. We're being fucking spoiled, everyone. And I mean, the bone knife is definitely cool as well. I like that. But yeah. Very solid update. 3 new weapons. Various new tools. Fucking, I'm interested to see the rope belt as well. I think that's going to be really cool. But yeah. We have a lot of new stuff. New point of interest in Livonia, that tweak to the town in Chernaris. Yeah, definitely expect videos to follow, as per my usual stuff, showing off animations, and models, and, I don't know, other little quirks and stuff. But yeah, have a good day, everyone, and if you do plan on jumping on DayZ Experimental, I wish you luck, and I hope that you find all of the new guns. Have a good day, and goodbye.